Did you see the ground open up like that?
I did. It seems that these fields are serving as a cover for this operation.
Quiet, you two. We have a job to do.
But you are Colonel Stevenson, right?
I am. Former director at unit, Colonel Stevenson.
Former? Oh my. At least there are some similarities here.
What the devil do you mean?
I shall explain shortly. Where are we going?
We're going to see Dr. Lewis, like I mentioned earlier.
Are these the aliens?
Aliens?
You fell from the sky in a capsule. I can only assume you're aliens.
Not from a space station.
Don't try and mess with us. The Daleks destroyed those.
Ah, I see.
Now, are they aliens or not?
I'm not.
So he is.
Well,
A spy?
No, I'm not a spy!
Then who are you?
Well, I suppose you might only know me by one name in this universe.
This universe? What on earth do you mean, man?
This is his universe.
And not yours?
No, I travelled with him here. He's a tempo mechanic.
Wait,
What is it?
is it you?
Yes.
Good God.
Who?
Precisely.
What?
I go under the name Veritas now.
Veritas?
But you've changed.
Yes.
Dr.
Please, call me Veritas.
I thought you were dead. We all did.
What happened?
Well, I feel I should be asking what happened to you. You haven't been here.
I can better explain that when I know what happened here.
The Daleks invaded. They overran the planet just some years back.
How long?
7 years ago, we're coming up to the anniversary.
What's the date?
You don't know? Where's your TARDIS?
Destroyed.
How?
You see, I was being chased down by the Daleks. This was after the Time War, and my TARDIS was struggling on its last legs. So I used the dimensional stabilizer to phase into another universe.
A dimensional stabilizer?
Basically does as it says. Stabilizes you into another dimension.
So you abandoned us?
No, that was not my intention. My race were destroyed, Colonel. It was just me and another Time Lord in my ship. Then, at least. We were seconds from death. We had to take the chance.
So how are you back?
Veritas, whatever. You mentioned that you had closed it once.
Well, yes. I thought I had when I first came through.
You tried to close it?
Yes.
Then you just lied. You said you wanted to come back. You abandoned us. Take him to the vault.
What?
Please, miss, don't get involved. The Colonel has a temper.
Colonel! No! Let me out! Let me out! This is all a misunderstanding.
Identity confirmed!
Oh.
You are the Doctor! Exterminate!
Wait! Stop! Your weapons are removed.
You will be exterminated!
Wow. Oh, fancy that! The last thing I expected today was to be locked in here with you.
You are the Doctor!
No! I am not!
My scans are correct!
Yes, they are!
I do not understand!
Times have changed, Dalek. I am no longer the Doctor.
The war has changed you!
You don't look all that well either.
The primitives have me locked here!
Primitives? You think they're primitives? Come now. Primitives, as you say, would never have captured a Dalek.
A moment of weakness! Why are you here?
Same reason as you.
Explain!
I'm locked up here.
You disappeared!
I did.
We followed your flight path from Gallifrey and found your TARDIS. Then you were gone. No temporal trace. Nothing!
I I left this universe.
He abandoned us.
I don't think he did that.
He did exactly that. He tried to hide the damage he caused.
Don't you think someone so traumatized, so war-beaten, so afraid, wouldn't want an escape?
I don't think he was thinking clearly.
I can see that, Dr. Lewis, thank you very much.
I recognize those metal machines.
You do? Is your universe much different?
Not sure. Verghese never told me much about this world, other than the Daleks took over.
Did you still have the Battle of Canary Wharf?
The what?
The metal men across the world.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the planets in the sky in 2008.
Yep.
Not so different then.
Well, Dr. Lewis here, he's a professor where I'm from.
Oh, am I? How fascinating.
What about myself?
You're still a colonel. You run unit.
Good to know I stayed the same then. Now this man, Veritas. Was it Veritas?
I'm not really familiar with the name Veritas. He told me his name was Verghese.
Verghese then. How did you get back? That capsule outside?
Yeah, we were at Data Line Research Center and we found the crack was still open. Verghese was adamant that we close it. We had to come through in order to close it on this end. He ended up calling it a gateway. Both sides have to be closed in order for it to be sealed.
I see. If we were to collect your capsule, could we trace a flight pattern?
I assume so. Verghese built it from scratch, only he would know.
You're saying we should let him out?
He'll have to show you how it works, yes.
We'll keep him in the vault for now. We'll have to look out for ourselves on this one.
I really think we should let him out.
No, he remains in the vault. I do not trust him.
So this is your time machine.
It only works in this universe.
But you made it in yours.
Yep.
That's what intrigues me. How did you do that?
Verghese said we needed a universal base code.
Right. But how did you get our base code then?
A satellite fell through the gateway and landed on our Earth.
A satellite?
Yes.
That's not possible. Like I said earlier, all satellites were destroyed by the Daleks.
So the Daleks haven't invaded your world?
No.
I see. Dr. Lewis, see what you can do with the capsule. I want to have a talk with our guest.
Which one of us are you here for?
Explain your presence!
Veritas,
Yes, Colonel?
tell me about the satellite that fell to the other Earth.
What other Earth?
Quiet, Dalek. Well, Veritas,
It belonged to the British space exploration.
I assumed the British space exploration had been destroyed. All satellites from our atmosphere were vanquished by the Daleks.
I see.
Now, I don't trust you after what's been said, but I'm thinking that we should visit this British space exploration and investigate. You and I alone. I shall not risk my men.
Alright. I'm happy with that. Aren't you worried about this Dalek sending out any messages?
Not at all. This Dalek has been here for years. Leadline prison. Come along, Veritas. It's time we were going.
This is rather fascinating. I think I could get it working.
You're that confident.
I am.
You found it then?
Quite. Some of the circuits are burnt out. What happened up there?
We had to do an emergency phase to get through the paradoxal inhibitors.
Are you both going somewhere?
We are, as a matter of fact. We are going to the British Space Exploration headquarters.
To investigate the satellite that fell to Earth.
Need me to come along?
No, but thank you for offering, Katie. If there is a chance this capsule can be repaired, then we'll give you the option to return if you need to.
That won't be happening.
Don't knock my skills just yet.
You know I didn't mean it that way.
See you soon, Katie.
Definitely.
Where are we?
What remains of Outer London? Unfortunately, the British Space Exploration is located in central London, so we'll have to be extra vigilant.
So we'll have to abandon the car at some point.
Not quite. Luckily, the area of London we need to go to is completely abandoned. Apart from the slaves, as they usually reside there. And that means there will be minimal Dalek patrols, as they believe the slaves are no threat.
I imagine they're wrong.
They're quite right, actually. They work the slaves so hard they can barely walk. No one in the city will resist the Daleks. Not now.
Oh. Oh, right.
Look, Doc, Veritas. I understand why you left this universe in the first place now. But why didn't you plan to return? You tried to leave us all behind.
That I did. And I'm truly sorry for that. Look, I knew this universe was done for. My people were Time Lords. They'd have been able to stop all of this. But they were the first to go. There was no hope.
There was you. But something tells me you've stopped calling yourself the Doctor for the same reason as to why you didn't return.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Quite. The British space exploration is just down the road. I will lead. We have to keep out of the Dalek sight.
Of course.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Walk now.
Halt! Stay where you are!
What happened to being discreet?
Damn it! Come on! Get in! Veritas, we need to get up to the control room. All we require is that information.
Agreed.
Halt at once!
Through here! That should hold it for now. Get to work.
Will do.
This will not stop the Daleks! You will be exterminated!
You're online now. I'm baffled this still works.
Thank goodness for analog.
Is that the satellite?
It can't be.
What do you mean?
This satellite went missing in 1997.
So it's the wrong one. Keep checking.
This is the only satellite that went missing in the same position as the crack kernel. All the others were either orbit failures or Dalek intervention.
You're trying to say that the satellite that landed on the other Earth in 2023 was actually from 1997?
Potentially. Well, time works differently in the void between worlds, Colonel. If the satellite was able to pass through into the rip of space-time, then perhaps...
Veritas, the Dalek will be here any second.
Then perhaps the satellite passed through at a normal rate, so the time difference was skewed as a result. How much time has Katie lost? How much time have I lost?
Veritas, have we got everything?
Yes, we have.
Now we need to find a way out of here.
Look down. Look harder. What are you standing on?
Oh, it looks like a...
It's a hatch, Colonel. This was the control room. You think it wouldn't have one?
I've got it open. Get in, Veritas.
Make sure you're following.
I shall. Whew! That was too close.
We have the information on the satellite. That's the main thing.
Quite. We need to find a way to save ourselves too, though.
Dr. Lewis, are you okay?
I am well. The power just switched back on. Perfect timing.
We don't have any time.
Why? What's happened?
There's a time difference in the crack between space-time.
Time difference? You mean time passes differently here?
Not quite. But once we entered that crack, the void acts as a place outside of time and space. We could lose years.
So what must you do?
We have to leave.
But Verghese, what did you find at the British space exploration?
The satellite we found on the other Earth, your Earth, is from 1997.
Good grief.
Secret bunker located. Exterminate!
We'd better get moving.
Veritas, you can't just go like this.
What do you propose we do?
We help them.
How?
Those inhabitants you talked about. Break the chain of those and save this planet.
Like I said, it doesn't work like that.
What does she mean?
Won't the destruction of those inhibitors reset the Daleks' actions?
Theoretically, yes. The shockwave from the paradox could wipe out the Daleks completely, from all of time.
Well, that's good, surely.
Well, the Earth will be safe, yes, but the shockwave will affect everything else. Your sun may switch off. The solar system could change. Species that were once peaceful, beautiful, kind could become the worst beings in all of the universe. This is a big decision.
We are willing to take that risk, Veritas.
But are they? Colonel, this could alter the entire universe. Whilst the human race may be left unharmed, you would really want to risk that?
Of course. The Doctor still exists here. He is a time traveller. If the universe is changing in such a way, surely the entire timeline will change too.
That's quite the presumption.
Yes, it is. But one I am willing to make.
Dr. Lewis, what do you say on this matter?
Anything is better than this.
Fine. Very well. How's the capsule looking?
I just got the new wires installed. The power is back online.
She's got legs. But remember, Katie, this capsule will not work once we return to your universe.
Again, that's another risk.
Then get on board.
Exterminate!
Go!
Here we go!
How are we going to do this?
We're going to hold on very tightly as we smash into the paradoxal inhibitors.
We're going to what?
I said hold on!
Verghese, what's wrong?
We need to get back to the crack now! The paradox is releasing parts of my life! Changing!
Oh, God.
Hold that switch down! We need to close the gateway behind us!
Yes, of course.
Here we go! Release the lever!
Did that do it?
Yes! The shockwave is pushing us farther back into our universe!
You said our universe.
Yes, I did. It's as much my home as it is yours now. Katie, lever down! Quickly! And release!
What's happening?
The controls won't respond. The power is draining. The ship is dying!
I can see that the Earth is getting closer to us.
While I enjoy your sarcasm usually, now is not the time.
Got a fire extinguisher?
Of course I haven't. This is a small ship. Engines are cut out. We're just falling through the atmosphere now.
No. No, we're not.
What?
We're hovering.
Professor?
You're both back.
Oh, Professor, it's been so good to see you. That's been one hell of a day.
A day? What do you mean?
In relative terms, Professor, we discovered on the other Earth that time works differently. How long were we gone?
3 weeks.
You.
Yes, that's Professor Yaris. He came to us just after you'd both left. He claimed he knew about interdimensional travel. We just keep getting these experts on our doorstep. What luck!
Quite.
No need to be jealous now, Verghese. He has not replaced you. In fact, he saved you and Miss Hart.
He what?
I knew that your arrival back in this dimension would be any day. Professor Lewis showed me the capsule you had created, and from what I saw, it would fail when re-entering in this universe. So I created something like a magnograph to catch you.
What an excellent mind.
You don't say.
Yes, I have quite the extensive knowledge on this subject. People tend to call me the Master.